Did you go to college?
Yeah, I went to ASU.
Oh, okay.
I have a finance degree from ASU.
Are you originally from Arizona?
I am. I was born and raised in Phoenix.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Congrats to you. My son works at Mayo Clinic in Scottsdale,
Oh.
and he works in an area called interventional radiology.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all neurologists that he works with, and they do very high tech procedures on their patients.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'm very, very familiar with the Mayo Clinic.
are you?
Yes.
Well, several years ago, I had what's called hydrocephalus.
Okay.
It's water on the brain, is what it was.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, yeah, it's not that uncommon a procedure,
Mm-hmm.
but since my son was working for all these very high-tech doctors, they arranged the waiting time to get a procedure done at Mayo is very long,
Yeah.
but because of his pull, I got in right away. They did surgery, and what happened was my brain was producing too much water.
How does that even happen?
It's actually they started doing the surgery in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes back, I think it's 2008. So it goes back, quite a few years that they
Yeah.
discovered it, and it's not that uncommon a surgery. So what they did is they drill a hole. I don't know if you can see my finger or not.
I can't even see you. All I see is something that says "Welcome to my city."
Yeah, Mehdi, can you change that for me?
Please, on please, your video is off. That's why you can see the your profile picture.
My
Can you
video
please?
off?
Yes.
Okay, let me fix that. There we go.
Okay, there you go. There you are.
Mehdi runs my social media team. So anyway, they did the surgery. They put a little hole in your head,
Mm-hmm.
and then in essence, they lead a pipe all the way down to your abdomen so that it drains the excess fluid. And that, like I said, that surgery has been around for, quite a few years.
Right.
Yeah. So I got my whole head back.
Wow. That's unbelievable.
Yeah. So we have one other guest so far, Adon. Adon.
Excuse me one second.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. I don't think my video is working.
Oh, there you go. How are you, Adon?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you?
Fantastic. Where are you out of?
I'm out of Phoenix, Arizona. I apologize for the no video. I'm just I just waking up.
Uh,
What?
Probably late to bed and late to rise.
I'm waiting for my wife to come home. We work together. She's an administrator and I'm a floor tech. We just came back from New Mexico and I did all the floors over there and I'm trying to multitask a lot of things at the same time and I'm interested in what you guys have to say.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here.
Thank yeah.
So uh usually what I do, like in a minute we'll start the meeting, and the photo of mycity.com,
Mhm.
that's the head of my social media. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, so now you know the playlist here. You know, LinkedIn changed some of their system on inviting people to how you invite people. And let's see, let me see if I can see how many people were invited to this meeting. What I found is there's a big difference between pe- people accept, but they won't but they won't show up. So I think LinkedIn just made a change yesterday. I noticed that an invite message. Mahedi, are you seeing a change in the invite message?
Yes,
You are. Are you seeing you know, um, how the invite message goes out? Do you see it?
from now we have to buy premium account if you want to send invite with invite message.
Well, I have a, oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Um, does my account show a premium?
Yes,
It does.
yeah.
Yet I can't see it. I was wondering about that. I think LinkedIn has screwed up some of their process.
They seem to change a lot of things.
Yeah, you know, AI is causing so much of that today. And you know, when every time you fix something, you break something at the same time, right? Is
Yeah,
that how it works?
seems to be.
Yep, yep. So it's surprisingly low turnout today, but let's start with you, Patricia. Tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Patricia Jones, and I work for a vitamin manufacturing company called Mason Vitamins out of Miami Lakes, Florida, in the sales, consumer packaged goods arena.
And you work in sales.
Sales, yeah, sales, private label, that sort of thing.
Okay, okay. And Don, you want to tell us who you are and what you do?
Yeah, I did sales for a long time, door to door, selling cleaner, um, just basically doing demonstrations door to door. I sold magazines, I sold Kirby's, and then I came home and I got my GED, went to school, and I started working in construction, like cleanup. And recently I got married. Well, it's been 8 years now. I started working with my wife downtown Phoenix in the court system. She worked at the federal level. I was working at like for the sheriff's department. Um, and I was cleaning, and so since then I've been cleaning, and now I'm pretty getting. She's getting salary now, and I'm doing good, and I have my own business, and I, I have all the necessary things for the business. But I know that networking is really important because um, I need to like learn more about what's going on in the world, the business world. And so I'm just trying to connect in some type of way and benefit from that. So I appreciate your guys', all your input or whatever you have to say.
Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So, my name is Bob Friedenthal, and LinkedIn, I'm under Karen, Caryn, and Bob Friedenthal, spelled Friedenthal. Do you know if you guys are connected to me on LinkedIn?
I think I am.
Okay. Patrick or at Adon? I'm sorry.
Um, if I exit out of this screen, you think it'll go away? Let's see.
I don't know. Let me go look you up on LinkedIn. Let's see if you're.
I think I have LinkedIn on. Yeah, there we go.
Hold on. Let me check.
You
Where?
said David Freedom
No,
Friedman.
no, it's under Karen,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Caryn, and Bob Friedenthal.
I'm checking.
Karen and Bob.
Karen, Caryn.
Oh, see.
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. And you're not a recruiter, Don.
Uh,
And-
I am recruiting for like I subcontract work for like cleaning houses and I started I started doing a Chinese restaurant across the street and a smoke shop adjacent to that. I just kind of dabble in it and I'm looking for people that want to work, but I don't know anything about hiring and it's something that I'm interested in taking classes for at the community college. I want to learn like the nuts and bolts of doing it. But yeah, I am hiring.
okay, so I'm Adan Hernandez,
Yeah,
Hernandez. Let's see if you,
yeah. I don't see you in my search thing. I searched for it. For some reason, it's not coming up.
and I'm not finding you. Huh.
Kind of weird stuff is this?
Hey
Hold on,
man,
let me go to my network. There you are. Karen and Bob Friesendel.
yes,
Ryan.
right. Yeah. You want to connect with me? Do you know how to do?
I just accepted it and then we're connected right now like that.
Oh, okay. And you're under Adan space Hernandez.
Yeah. That's Devin Booker's backyard right there. I used to be his landscaper for one of the probably one of the best landscaping companies in North Scottsdale and Scottsdale.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, here you are. Janitor slash small business owner. Um, is that what you're doing?
Right now, yeah, I did two grand openings for uh Oak Street by AARP, with AARP, and I do their floors in three states, and so yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. But I'm trying to I'm interested in getting into this other contract with SRP, and there's another one with United Airlines. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna grab one of those, but uh I want to get my business going, but I just don't know the nuts and bolts of like hiring and networking. So I know like I've been watching TikTok and YouTube. Like I really want to like learn more about like going to conventions and like really like absorbing the education that's involved with the experience from people that know what they're talking about. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll gladly give you some advice.
Nice.
That's what I do.
So what kind of business did you have, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I'm a social media house. I have a staff of people. We we help people grow their business by starting with making connections.
Mhm.
And as of yesterday, LinkedIn did a major league change where how you do an invite now seems to have changed.
Hmm.
Uh, so it's all very, very interesting. Are you making any money?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm making so much money. I don't even know. I'm kind of getting worried because I need to get like some type of CPA or something because um I'm not used to having like this much money coming in, and we eat out a lot, and I'm not really keeping track of anything. But I know that I could. I know that I know that if I just had the right people involved with what I'm doing, that my business would flourish. But it's kind of tough. My wife is really has OCD, and she's really really, you know, every everything is really really tight, all the time. But hopefully, this new job will kind of pull me away from that atmosphere. I want to try to focus on and hone in on my education and hopefully pulling her in. Um, I want her to get educated in hospitality and management. She has over 30 years experience. She's Native American. Yeah, Native American. She has a free college because of her. She's recognized by the Federal Tribal Association, and so like she has all that, and she just doesn't take advantage of it. And I wish she did because she could be making a lot more money, and she could be helping our business flourish because of bank and her experience and all that. And man, it's just frustrating sometimes, but you got to swallow it and just kind of pick it up and try to put yourself out there. And let me ask you another question.
Sure.
Um, do you know if there's any in Arizona, if there's any associations that are not associations, but like conferences that do what you're doing right now, that have like anybody can go and kind of like try to like exchange business cards with other like competing janitorial contracts and stuff like that? Or is it a big thing that happens, or is it something like, how do I get a hold of those types of people? Like,
Uh, I'd have to research who
really?
who to look for, but
Uh-huh.
think of it this way. Um, when thank you to the people that showed up today. I definitely appreciate that. Patricia, how much do you want to grow? Did she bail? She might have bailed from us. So I don't think she's a real likely candidate. She's probably looking for a big number of people. We used to have a very, very large number of people. Then we also had somebody come in and steal a bunch of our people that would show up for the meeting. So it's always very interesting watching this to
Hmm.
to see what the process is. But yeah, it's you know they say that 60% of most people's new business comes from a referral. Now, do you believe that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So we work in the same mindset. I guess Patricia was not enthralled with this meeting, but it is what it is.
Hmm.
Oh, somebody's on. Hello.
Hello. Sorry, I'm
Hello.
late. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure can. Who
Sorry,
is it?
I'm late. My other meeting ran a little long.
Get you. Get you. What's your name? What do you do?
I'm Michael. I was actually in the last meeting, last Thursday, and I work with a local marketing firm here in the Arizona area, or in the Valley, and I wanted to hop back on, see what was going on, and see how everybody's doing.
Well, it's kind of interesting. We had one other attendee at the meeting, and apparently she bailed.
Hmm.
It's always about, I just made this statement a couple of minutes ago. 60% of most people's new business comes from a referral.
Mhm.
So, do you believe that?
I would say I do believe that, yeah. Yeah, well, yes and no. At least for me right now, my business has not necessarily come from too many referrals. It's more so a lot of cold calling and just networking events and stuff like that. So I mean, yeah, yes and no. But that's how I think I got to get. That's how I think my future business will be going because it's already starting to work that way. So
Well, that's good to hear.
yeah,
Your objective is to grow one way or another.
right, exactly.
All of a sudden, and I've been on Zoom forever. All of a sudden, I've lost. Huh, this is so bizarre. Well, I'll just go ahead and sign back in. So, one of the things, hey, there you are. Nice to see you. And where are you exactly located?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in Midtown Phoenix. We're right off of Central and Thomas.
And for the sake of it, tell us what you do.
Yeah, we're a local marketing firm here, so we work with any, smaller to medium-sized businesses. We're starting to get some larger ones as well. But we do anything as far as digital marketing goes, right? So Google pay-per-click, SEO, we'll even do social media management, stuff like that. Grow your accounts, get you more followers, get you more actual interactiveness on your profiles, as far as like likes and comments, stuff like that, all without paying for them, right? So it's all actual real people, organic traffic, stuff like that. And then we do a lot of streaming stuff too. So like we can get a commercial on Hulu, Netflix. Well, I guess not Netflix; they don't do that, but Hulu, Amazon, HBO Max, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And can you give us some estimated pricing of what you charge per month?
Yeah, for sure. So realistically, it just depends on the company, but we start anywhere from like $900 a month all the way up to like $10,000 a month. So you could get something, as small as like a social media package to help with your branding and management, and posting, consistent posts, and you're probably looking anywhere from like $1,200 to 15, but nothing crazy. Yeah. I will say we are a lot on the cheaper end compared to a lot of these other marketing firms. To be honest with you, some of them I get clients all the time. They'll come to me and they'll say, "Yeah, the last place I checked out was trying to charge me 30 grand for this video." I was like, "Well, that's gonna be quite a bit." But
Can
I
I
didn't
ask a question?
say that again. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was asking a question.
say it again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what does your marketing firm actually do as far as digital wise, as far as you said videos? What do you guys for $1,200? What could you do for a janitorial company?
Yeah, for like, are you talking about Google or are you thinking more like a social media? It would probably be in that aspect. I would think Google would probably be a better way to go. Um, but for $1,200, so we will manage your Google pay-per-click or your local service ads, right? So
What is that?
yeah, so Google pay-per-click it's like an auction site for words, right? So you go in and you can bid on keywords that people will look up, right? So let's say I look up restaurants near me, right? You'll see the
Mhm,
first three or first two restaurants that pop up, they'll say
mhm,
sponsored, right? And nine
mhm,
times out of 10, people who are going to use a service or ad, they're looking on the first page of Google's listing, right? So that would get your website on their page or are on the first page of Google for people to look at, right? Our
mhm.
our Google Ads specialist, he worked at Google for about 10 years or so. So he's been doing it quite a while and he knows exactly how the algorithm works. And we've done really good work for a lot of our clients. One thing I
Yeah.
wanted to mention about us as well is we're a bilingual marketing firm. So we do a lot
Mhm.
of Spanish keywords as well, and they're actually a lot cheaper than
Yeah, I
English.
don't speak Spanish, unfortunately. I'm a military brat.
Oh,
Hey, I got a question, man. I got a question for you.
yeah,
I'm looking for somebody to build a website for me.
yeah,
Um, but also like a smartphone app and maybe like some logo, like to give me good a good revamp because I've done a lot of it myself, but I'm willing to spend more money than just 1,200.
yeah,
But um, like I used to work for a biz ops company, so I'm a little familiar. I used to actually make appointments, and I went through the whole thing, and I'm just I just don't want to get ripped off. Like, and I'm not saying that
nice.
you would rip me off, but I'm just saying I'm interested in finding somebody to do this for me, and and
Yeah.
and I really don't have the secure network to handle all that, and I need somebody to help me with that too, you
Yeah.
know.
I was going to say that is actually a huge part of what we do. We have a website development team as well. So what we like to pride ourselves on is we're one of the most transparent marketing firms you're going to meet, right? I most of my clients come from people being ripped off from other marketing firms, right? So I've got this one client, they're called Paws. It's like a pet cleaner spray. They're launching next week, but they have been with 5 different marketing firms, and they said that they got ripped off from all of them. They weren't getting what they wanted, and they were just spending a ton of money with them. And to be honest with you, it's kind of the bad rap, a lot of marketing firms get,
You're
which,
talking about the click. You're talking about the click, right? The what you say something about click, right?
yeah,
So I'm not about getting customers or anything like that. I can get customers like it's I must be blessed or something. I have good resources to get customers, like really good
yeah.
resources. What I'm looking for is somebody that really is that what marketing is, or
Uh,
is marketing
so
advertising and stuff like
So
that?
that what you the pay per click is advertising, but what you're looking for is branding, which we do as well, right? So you're
Mm,
looking for maybe a new logo, you're looking for maybe a new website, you're looking to have everything consistent with each other as well, which we absolutely do. We work with a lot of newer businesses, and that's like the first thing that they need, and we do a ton
right,
of that stuff. So yeah, we'd absolutely love to help out, and I can kind of go over pricing
right.
and stuff with you too if you'd like.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let me give you my email address.
Yeah, for sure. Give me that
Do I
time.
do it on here, Bob?
Say that one more time.
Bob,
I'm sorry.
am I intruding on?
Yeah, you could.
I was talking. I was. Yeah, is that cool, Bob?
Yeah, what I usually ask people to do is put their information into the contact section.
Let's see. See if they got it right here. Yeah, I've done this before. I think this is Michael Harris. So chat.
Are you located here in like the Phoenix area?
Yeah, I am. Can I give you my company email and then my email
Yeah,
address?
yeah, for sure.
All right.
All right.
I just sent you a direct message. It should pop up on your.
Yep, just got it.
Okay. All right, bud. I've already gotten a good piece of knowledge. Um, I'm glad that I joined this little group right here, man. These are
Yeah,
cool.
right. This is my
This is
second meeting, and I'm already making connections. The last one I'm working with this guy, Tyler Nanny, Bob. I'm sure you remember him, but
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah,
yeah, we
definitely.
we kind of set up a meeting, and we're talking about trying to build like a referral program for each other and just send clients each other's way. So far, I'm liking this one a lot. I gotta say,
Thank you, thank you. Well, you got to start somewhere,
right?
and it starts with people.
Yeah, of course, 100%. Um, But Adon, yeah, I just got I is it Adam or Adon?
Oh, my wife's calling me right now. She's hold on a second. We lost her medication on the way back from New Mexico, her
Oh,
Ozempic and her insulin, and she keeps sending me these messages. I'm dying. I'm dying. Like, but she's not dying. She's just crazy like that. She freaks me out. Her blood sugar is really high.
oh, I
It's
get you.
it's not funny. I mean, no, you. It's funny. It's not funny. She's doing it to me, but I don't
Gotta
know.
take
She
care of
she
the
freaks
wife,
me
right?
out. Oh, man, you have to, man. Um, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay.
Go ahead, man.
I was gonna ask, is it Adam or Adon?
It's actually Adan. Adan
Adon.
means Adam in Spanish. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So in the
But
email
yeah,
it
you can
is
call me whatever.
ADAM.
Yeah, Adam. Adam's
Okay,
cool,
perfect.
but it's
Just wanted
easier
to
to
make sure.
pronounce.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I will I'll hope to connect with you. I'd like to like set up a meeting with you just to kind of talk further about what specifically you'll want. You're more than welcome to either come to our office or we can talk over the phone, whatever works best for you. But
Well, yeah, well, we can utilize this Zoom, and when it comes time to pay money, if that leads to that, yeah, we can definitely meet or
yeah,
Starbucks or whatever.
yeah, for sure.
Hey, Bob, quick question, Bob. I
Yeah.
see that you've taken a lot of time, a lot of time in your website and how to get referrals. Um, I need referrals, but I'm afraid to reach out to like Yelp and like a lot of those companies because they want to lock me in. But at the same time, the industry that I work in is lucrative right now. Everybody wants stuff clean. I noticed that. Like no matter where you go, like if as long
Yeah.
as I put myself out there to clean, they're like, yeah, I'll do. Yeah, you want to clean? And so if I assume the sell, like I learned when I sold magazines or cleaner door to door, they always bite. It's like what the? Sometimes and then I think about subcontracting and how much money I can make doing that. And and it's just insane that I can't multitask. I don't know the right people and the right networking. I need to start getting my brain chem going in the sense where I'm going to these meetings like this and I'm talking to people that have taken the time out for the referral. So what is it about how do you get the referrals or what is it about your referral system that I mean, go ahead and take it away. You said 60%, 60%.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
60% of most people get their new business based on referrals.
Uh-huh.
60%, that's a huge number, right?
Right.
So I run several networking groups. Like tomorrow, what let's see, what's your time right now? What time is it there?
It's 11:32 in
In
Arizona.
Arizona, it's up
Okay,
11:32.
okay, so I'm in Palm Springs area and it's 10:32 here, so that's interesting. So like tomorrow, um I have a group of about 30 people show up every week. This group's been together for about 8 years. And we're actually going to try something that I haven't done for quite a few years. It's break break into breakout rooms. You ever been in a Zoom breakout room?
What
What,
is it? Zoom breakout.
pardon me?
What's the breakout?
Smaller groups of people. And then what happens is you circulate around the group. So you spend 10 minutes in one group and then you spend another 10
Oh,
minutes in.
I've done this. Yeah, I'm part of
Yeah.
a fraternity here in Scottsdale. It's not secretive or anything like that. I haven't been in a long time, but yeah, we do that. We used to do that. Yeah, it's very fun. about 100 people, and then you have little groups, and then every like 20 minutes you get up and it's kind of like you switch up so that by the end of the thing everyone's met up. It's a very cool thing that you do.
Yeah, all this stuff works well, and look, there's only one precious commodity that we really have. You know what it is?
Communication.
Time.
Mm.
Your communication, you're absolutely right there. If you're not talking to people, shame on you, right?
Mhm. Right.
Um, so communication is a vital link to build relationships, but it's all about people. And how do you increase the relationships that of the contacts you have, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, example of what we do, my company helps to grow people's connections based on who you want to meet. And we break down the meetings, or the people you want to meet by
Mm.
vocation, right? So what are the vocations? In fact, we should just do this right now. What are the vocations that you would like to meet?
I'm trying to vocations as in um industries I'm trying to get into like the huge warehouse, Tesla, Google, I had an ADA disability. I went to Arizona State University for biology and social work, but I've done door-to-door sales, and I've been to Palm Springs, and our owner of our company actually had a house out in the stadiums, and we used to eat out there. And well, I guess what I'm saying is like I I'm trying to use my skills and hone in on the janitorial thing. At the same time, I want to get into like, working for getting contracts with these huge buildings because it only takes about 20 people to clean these buildings. And I know that with my ADA disability and with my wife's, you know, 30 plus years experience clean, she worked for multiple government agencies. She was a VR job coach when I met her through my employment agency. We have all the perfect things in line that we need to get contracts for like even like the Space Force. I'm signed up for like this federal. I'm getting my certification so that I can get like I got my DUNS number, but I got my certification for people with disabilities, Latinos. There's multiple reasons why you can get a contract before other companies can get contracts. And so like I can get contracts for the city before just a regular business because I have a disability. And depending on how many things that are recognized within the federal government's list, it pushes me up on top, higher and higher and higher, and I'm all the way at the top. So that's why I need to hurry up and I need to start, marketing, advertising, doing my HR and networking. And I love the fact that I used to work door to door, just selling magazines and in the Palm Springs and Indio area. I love that area. Um, I met a lot of really cool people that during the time that I went, they had a huge festival. And we weren't aware that there was a festival until the nighttime, and it was nuts. There was Lamborghinis, and it was really cool. It was freaking awesome, man. We had a good time out there in Palm Springs.
I
So, what do
love
you
it.
do, Bob? Exactly, Bob.
Well, what we do is we
Like, what
manage.
industry do you work in?
Um, I guess I'd be best termed under social media,
Oh,
because we help people with their LinkedIn. We help people grow their LinkedIn and Facebook, etc. We help them grow it. So that's the key. It's turning a connection then into a relationship so that you can. That's why I hold these groups, although this is very, very small group today. By the way, George,
mhm.
are you there? Hello, Jordan.
Yeah.
There you
There
go.
he is. Muted again. There he is again.
Jordan, talk to us.
Yeah, I got the little touch to tap little thing working here. Sorry for coming in a little bit later. I got a little distracted working with my business here.
What do you do?
I'm a gunsmith and a machinist.
A gunsmith and a machinist.
Yes, sir.
Where are you located?
Uh, just north of downtown Chandler.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So your video's not working?
Yeah, I tried turning it on. It wasn't really doing anything for me, but I'll try and get that fixed at some point.
Yeah, that makes sense. Where'd you find this group?
I got an invite, I think from you on LinkedIn.
Okay, let me go pull you up. Hang on a sec.
So gun holsters too, Bob.
Holsters?
Yeah, 30,000 pound cast die perfect fit gun holsters. At the for the Crossroads gun shows, we used to have our tables there. Me and my buddy did a whole circuit. We used to sell hot leather, like concealment, purses, vests, micro vest, weighted gloves, tasers, knives, batons, bunch of Second Amendment stuff. But it's really fun. It was really fun doing that. That's what I'm talking about. The amount of sales different sales that I've done. That's why this is my first meeting, but I'm already loving this because I'm already talking about things that are very interesting to me. And if I could just somehow, this would be a network event. This is good, man. Bob,
Yeah.
good job, Bob. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
save you on my friends list.
Yeah, and we're connected directly on LinkedIn, so that's always nice.
All right, brother. All right.
By the way, one of the things I try to do is the best policy is to help, not sell. If you can, if you guys familiar with BNI?
Yeah,
Business.
I've been to BNI.
Okay. So Dr. Ivan Meisner is psychology, and that guy's been doing it for 45 years, something like that. Um, he was out of Los Angeles. Um, his psychologist was my client 25 years ago, something like that. And that's where I learned about BNI. And their motto is givers gain. So rather than trying to sell yourself, hi, my name is Bob, buy from me. Instead, it's how can I help you? And one of the things I'm always asking is, who do you want to meet by vocation? And then I always emphasize, see if you can set up an introduction to somebody they want to meet. Okay. So, Jordan, you might be a little interesting challenge, but it's all worth it. Um, you have business owner slash certified gunsmith. I don't hope you don't mind me making comments about your profile on LinkedIn. But what else?
Not a problem at all.
What else do you do besides certified gunsmith?
You I do light sales here and there, mostly like custom order type of stuff. Or I'll build firearms for people. But majority of what I'm doing is repair, overhaul, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm getting some notes. Builds, repairs, guns. Is that adequate?
Yeah, I guess the gist of it.
Okay. Well, the first thing that people see when they see your profile it says business owner slash certified gunsmith. Being able to drill into that a little bit more will certainly make a difference. So you've got a retail location?
Currently,
Kind of cutting out. Say it again.
currently just home based.
Okay. And how do you get your new business? Word of mouth?
Mostly word of mouth, obviously like through social media. I've got a little partnership with a local gun range where, I fix a lot of their range firearms for them. If they happen to break through the heavy usage that, gun ranges use their firearms. And then in return, anytime someone goes there asking for a gunsmith, they send them to me.
Oh, very interesting. That's nice. How much do you want to grow?
Well, I'd like to not be in the house anymore. I'd like to grow out to a retail space.
Okay, so you're making some money. You'd like to
Yeah,
make a,
sure. I gross about 50,000 a year, and that's just doing it part-time. Like if I was doing this full-time, I'd probably easily double that. Hell, probably quadruple that.
okay. So you have some goals in mind, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Things been going pretty much up for me. At least as of late. You know, uh, as word of mouth gets out there, I've got a lot more of a customer base nowadays. I'm getting a lot more more revenue streams in, and just getting a little bit closer to that goal of getting to a retail space. But just lot more work ahead.
Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. So, oh, you were in the Marine Corps, huh?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I got out of the service. You're gonna get my age when I tell you this, but I got out of the service in 1971 or 70.
God damn. How
Yeah.
old are you, Bob?
Yes, but back in it was Vietnam days, right? And back in those days, it
Yes,
was
I was gonna say welcome home.
yeah.
Thank you for your service, Bob. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, seriously.
You too, yeah. So, but back in those days, it was dogs and sailors keep off the grass. Nobody
What'd you-
liked nobody liked the military back in the during Vietnam. It was a war that people did not like. And so
Mhm.
I had two levels above top secret. And I got detached from the US Navy and assigned to NATO. Out of the 1,000 guys that I went through what they called transit, waiting for my permanent duty station, 999 of them went to Vietnam, and I got detached from the US Navy and assigned to NATO. So,
What did you do for NATO?
I was a communications guy,
No
and
way. Is that SETCOM?
He could tell us, but he'd have to kill us.
Is that like communications like the logistics?
No, it was actually my job was there were can't remember how many NATO countries there were, something like 30 NATO countries when I was in. And what I had to do is keep up the communication between all the various countries, just to make sure that communications were being sent and received.
Yeah.
So,
That's what my stepdad did for he went to Korea and Vietnam too. Um he retired and went back to work for the Department of the Army for SETCOM, and he used to fix the big satellites. So he would fly out. He went to Bosnia, rapid to Bosnia, rapid to Somalia, rapid to Haiti, all those conflicts. And he was working on like the making sure the transmissions were going back and forth. But my biological father uh, is retired airborne air assault infantryman. And he's retired law enforcement. Now he works for the public schools. Him and his wife, they both retired from the state Department of Corrections, and they both work at the same school. And one she does payroll and dietitian, and he does the warehouse. So I'm sure he's living comfortable, but he's busted his ass his whole life, man. Federal, state, and local now. I'm very proud of my biological father, but my stepfather Richard was a badass dude. He went to Korea and went to Vietnam. Very poor dude from upstate New York, from Northville, and yeah, man, half Cherokee, half white. Looks like the dude from Magnum P. Tom Selleck, man. Identical to Tom Selleck, man. My stepdad,
Really?
man.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. He's about your age, man. Yeah, I love the guy. Richard Wrangler White. He lives in Tennessee now, right outside of Fort Campbell, where my biological father was stationed. That's where my mom and him met. So, coming back from Bootsbach, we were stationed out there when my mom and Richard bumped into each other. My dad was into other women at the time. They were connected at the hip. They were migrant workers. My dad, her, my father, and he was a jock, basically a jock in high school. And when they went to Germany, I don't know, they must have partied too much or something, and they both they kind of separated out there. And she found Richard, and Richard, that's who I was raised by. I'm the youngest of four, so yeah, I appreciate your service, man. Yeah. So you did communications for the United Nations, huh?
No,
That's
for
insane.
NATO. NATO.
Isn't that United Nations?
No, North Atlantic Treaty Organization.
Holy shit! So who runs NATO?
Uh, well, it's a conglomerate.
Of multiple countries that make a pact that if anyone should mess with da then we're gonna step in and we're all white. That's what it is. The baby blue helmets, right?
Yeah, it's an agreement of countries to communicate and work together and try to solve problems in essence. So I did that for many years, and I was stationed in Norfolk, Virginia,
Mhm.
and I reported to a guy named Alexander Haig. If any of you remember him, he was the head of our base in Norfolk, and then he became Secretary of State. No, he shoot. Now I'm forgetting. I think he might have been Secretary of State, and
Mhm.
um, he was a
Wow.
military officer and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Hang on one sec, guys.
Do you want to go out? If Jeff wants to go out to lunch after 12 when he gets back, do you want to come?
Yeah, you mean just the two of us or four?
You'll meet us. You'll meet us.
Oh.
For brunch or whatever.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
So we'll call you.
that's good. All right,
Okay.
Bye.
All right.
we have a friend in from the Los Angeles area, and we're living in Palm Springs, so they came in to visit us. So nice, known them forever and ever and ever. So it's always about, look, the best part of life is people, isn't it?
Right.
Of course.
And so to grow relationships with people, women are 10 times better or 1,000 times better than men are at that. But that's always a skill level that we need to do more of, right? I'm spot on with that one.
I would agree.
I agree as well.
Yeah.
I
And how
mean, I would say yes and no, right? Like women are more of like a soft, like your friend, right? But when it comes to men, I feel like a lot of them they want to be like macho almost when you're creating a relationship with them. So it's hard to tell what route you want to take when meeting, you know. So I get that for sure.
that's such a valid statement because there's one thing that's for sure. Men are a lot different than women. My wife could say something to a woman and they become best friends.
Right.
Me, I say something that I think inviting and they just tell me to shut up.
Right.
But yeah, I mean this group, we used to have a lot more people in this group and we're trying to build it back. It lost some of its influence. And one of the things that we want to do would be nice if we had a few more people. But one of the things that would be splendid is to do what's called breakout rooms, where everybody gets to know each other a little bit better. And it's always about relationship building, isn't it? Isn't that what your real job is, to build relationships?
It really
100%.
is. It really
So
is.
how do you use these tools to help you grow? So what I was hoping there'd be a few more people today and we do a breakout room because I haven't done one for quite a while, but we are doing one tomorrow. So I have an 8 o'clock LA time group that I think is 9 o'clock your time. But we will have that group. And then I also run a veterans group after that. So um, and that's always a interesting thing. My daughter worked for the Veterans Administration many years ago. She's got a doctorate in psychology, and she says one of the toughest jobs she ever had. Why do you think? Just take a stab at it. Let's
Because they're
see.
the toughest people you've ever met.
That's very valid
It's a good
statement.
answer.
That's a great answer. I'll have to tell my daughter that. Um, and she's a brain, so no, it was because of the amount of suicides
Oh, wow.
committed each and every day in the United States. There's 16 million veterans now.
Oh, that's right.
There's 16 million veterans, and suicide, there's something like 25 suicides a day by veterans. A day.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
way
cousin passed away. My cousin passed away like last year. He's a Marine. He's a really good guy, man. My cousin Frankie. Um, he was a number one gunner, like from a helicopter. He won the
Yeah,
award for the whole Marine. He's like the
really.
best. Yeah, he was the best. And
Where where was he stationed?
he was in Hawaii for like 8 or 9 years. And he's from Las Cruces, and his father was a Navy man. They're Mescalerian Apache. Real cool, down to earth, funny guy. Real skinny, always real cut. He was always laughing and stuff. And he got really depressed, man. And my mom told me that he was depressed, but like maybe about 10, 15 years passed, and I noticed that like he kind of let himself go, but everyone was kind of cool with it. And I really wanted to go kind of like meet up with him. But one thing that I that you have to understand, like people don't understand about veterans, and that it's not just like what happens like when you're at war, but also like what that person goes through at home. Like he lost his wife, right? And she went with another dude, and he lost his son. And I think that's what took his light from him. That that his son was happy with another woman. It wasn't that she did it intentionally because he started using drugs and stuff like that. But he was a good Marine, man. He was even protected the president when the president came over. Uh, I think it was either in California or something like that, or and he was like in some special detail for the president. It was kind of so. I'm just saying, like, it's crazy. You're right. Like that, so many people. I mean, so many veterans pass away. That it's astonishing how what the number is. How many did you say it was again, Bob?
25 a day.
A day
A
that are
day.
U.S. servicemen that are enlisted, or it doesn't matter if they're enlisted or
Doesn't matter.
non-enlisted.
Doesn't matter. It's just, especially if you're involved in any kind of war situation, that takes a toll on people. And just understanding that is half your reason for being, just being able to understand and negotiate your way through your life. Well, anyway, gang, we are at the top of the hour, so the meeting should be ending here. Are there any words of wisdom that anybody wants to leave with the group?
I've gotten a lot of, I mean, it's only my second meeting, but to be honest with you, I've gotten a lot of use out of it so far. Like I said last meeting, I connected with a guy that I think we're going to form a pretty good partnership with, using each other's services and then building our referral base as well, sending people my way, sending people his way. And then this one too, I mean, with the Don, right away, we kind of connected and was talking about how
Yeah.
we can help each other, right? And one thing I want to say is, when I do business somebody, I like to open up my book of business too, right? So if somebody's, working with me, I'm happy to send them the phone number for every client I've got, right? So if
Right.
like I work with a ton of you're more in the commercial janitorial business, right?
Yeah, I'm more into the commercial janitorial business, but
Yeah.
more so, um, I've got an opportunity to do a lot of different contracts that a lot of other people aren't going to ever get to do
Hmm.
because of my disability, the employment agency that I worked for. My wife was a job coach. She worked at the federal Sandra Day O'Connor Federal Courthouse. She was the highest level GSA chaperone. So she did Justice Logan. He's the cartel's main Supreme Court justice for
Hmm.
like immigration, certain drug related when they pick up like a lot of like fentanyl and stuff like that. He's the dude. So they trust her to go in there and clean. So she's
Nice.
been all the way to the top, and like we're doing all this now, and I really need somebody to really plug me in
Yeah.
um, on the computer,
Yeah. Got you,
and
brother.
or plug me in to somebody that knows what they're doing that can take over that aspect of my business
Yeah,
local.
absolutely. I was gonna ask, do you have like, are you available in like an hour?
My wife's gonna be popping in here any minute, and she's gonna start throwing stuff around. I gotta finish washing these dishes. We work together. We make really good money,
Hmm.
but um, like my website isn't set up to the point where the person that's paying us, the company that's paying us, is CVS, but
Hmm.
it trickles down through the company that we're both employed for through contracts. And so if I had my business correct and I knew the right people, I kind of feel like I could use this. I've already done like 98 floors across the country for over the course of a year and a half.
Nice.
98 floors, with machine, the whole medical Oak Street Health by AARP by myself, me and my wife, but
Yeah.
me doing it. But if I can do that and I can have that number and I have a letter from the CEO that I haven't missed any work in 2 years, all these things I'm building up, letters from like the employment agency where I got my VR training, um, like ASU and like different things that I did.
Yeah.
I feel like I can go to a bank and I can get money, you know what I mean? So I
Right.
can get better machines and stuff.
Yeah,
But
of
I need a
course.
good website, someone that can plug me in with the computer and plug me in so that I look
Yeah, man.
good, I look professional. You
We
know what I'm
we do
saying?
all of that stuff, man. Yeah, we've probably done over 115 different websites. So I was gonna say, yeah, if you want to put some time on the calendar, man, we can meet. I can show you a lot of the work we've done, go over pricing with you, tell you what all services we offer, and then I can kind of come up with some people that I think might be
Yeah,
good
man. Send me
referrals
your
for you.
availability
Yeah,
because
yeah,
this
for
guy's
sure.
gonna run out of time.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
cool.
Yeah, put your information into the chat room, if you will. Contact information, phone numbers, etc.
Yeah.
Where's the chat room on here at? Hold on. Something
Um,
about
you see at the bottom,
chat.
it'll say video participants.
Yeah, I sent it to him already, but
Yeah.
it doesn't show you it like
I just sent
other
mine in there. It's over if you like go down to the bottom, it'll say chat. And then over on the right, well, I'm on a laptop. You might be on a phone.
Let's see. Hold on a second. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, just put in your contact information there. And this group meets every week. I'd like to get, you know, a bigger number of people coming to the meeting. So if you could introduce people,
Yeah, for sure.
that'd be great.
Of course.
'Cause that's where the world works anyway. It's people being introduced to other people. That's the easiest form of selling that you could ever do. And by the way, I did when I was a kid, I used to do door-to-door sales. And I had to earn a
Really?
living somehow. And then of course when the internet came around, I you know what SEO is, right?
Yes, sir.
So I started doing SEO before the term even existed.
Wow.
I used to call it search engine placement, but SEO won out. So why fight City Hall, right?
Right, exactly.
You know, do the least line of resistance, not the greatest line of resistance. You'll be a heck of a lot better off doing it that way.
Yeah.
Anyway, any other final thoughts before we bail?
No, I think we're good. Hey Adon, I didn't I got your email in there, Adon. What's a good phone number for you, man?
My phone number, let me see here. 480-971-9512.
9512. 480-971-9512.
Yes, sir.
Cool, man. Yeah, I'll definitely give you a call and we'll see if we can schedule something up to talk a little more, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cool.
I'm trying to multitask to do multiple things, and I need to get some sleep, or I got to go right back to work. I got about
Get
4 hours
no problem.
to eat. Yeah. You guys have a good day. I appreciate all you guys' time and
Yeah, of
knowledge
course.
and
You as well,
wisdom,
man.
man. Yeah, yeah, you got my email. Bob,
Yes,
do you have
sir.
my information?
If you put it in the chat, I do. I see your on your LinkedIn, you put your phone number is 602-541-2208.
Really? It's not 2208. It was 2206, but
Oh,
I've since
right.
changed that number. I got a new company phone or tablet on the way, and I'm not gonna put the chip in and change the number on the website. So, anyways, Bob, thank you for your time, man.
Hey,
I'm
it was
so
great.
tired. I need to go to sleep, man. I haven't slept since about 2 days now. I made $3,000 in 2 days.
Nice.
You sure you're
Yeah, it's
not
crazy.
asleep?
Huh?
You sure you're not asleep now?
I know, right?
Just
All I
kidding.
remember, all I remember is the Frontier restaurant in downtown Albuquerque. If you ever go there, go to the Frontier, and they have a man. Oof, all their food is delicious.
Really?
Everything that they have at the Frontier is delicious. The red olivada meat that they have is insane, man. Insane. They've been around for like 50 or 60 years. And I guess Man versus Food was there, Adam, whatever his name is, when they
Oh,
eat all the
nice.
food. But he just went there to make their burgers better, they said.
I love
Both
it.
of them.
Well, cool
Yeah.
guys. I gotta hop off. It was good seeing you
Yeah,
guys.
too. So yeah, great to meet you guys. Glad to see you here and same time next.
Adios.
Okay, take
See ya.
care.
You said